was fun. Let's go into the next timing. We're going to do during. All right. This is, if you can get this one, it is fantastic because it completely surprises the opponent, and it will do a lot towards breaking their posture. All right. Glenn, come on in, please, sir.
Sir.
Tell you what, we'll switch sides. Okay, I think what we'll do is work off this jab combination, jab cross combination again. But for the moment, he's just going to throw a cross because I want to make sure you see what's going on. When that cross comes, I'm parrying and I am shifting my body to the side. I'm not staying in front of him, okay? So if he throws the jab cross, go ahead and do the jab cross, and I get that parry, I'm here. See where this hand is? It's below his line of vision, so it's coming up right here, and it's a big surprise. I've gotten hit by these, all right, whenever I was learning, and they surprise the heck out of you, okay? So we're going to do a jab cross. Bam, we're right in there. Now, this time, where my hands are, I could try and go around and do this, but a lot of times his arm is intertwined with mine, so I just go straight into a Muay Thai plump. This is the yoi position, okay, when I'm getting behind his head. So I'm going to use that, but I got to use off balancing once I get there. So I'm in this position, bam, I've hit him, I come right in, and I immediately make sure that my forearm is pushing into his collarbone here. I want to take his posture as quickly as I can. So I'm putting pressure in to make that happen. Now I'm going to turn his head like a steering wheel to turn him. If his hand's out like this, I've got my elbow shot right here from Naihanchi, right? Right here. Bam. Okay? If he is holding on to my arms, okay, so let's say you're hanging on to him, yeah. I might need to strip the arm back. Let me do it on this side so it's easier to see. I might need to strip the arm back just like I'm pulling a chambering position and then come in with the elbow strike. I can then roll him, strike the other side. Okay? From here, I'm going to go into an arm drag. Now, hard for you to see. I'm going to reverse the position so you can see it. But I'm using the double position again. We used it previously as a throw. Remember, in Kata positions, in Bunkai interpretation, those positions can have multiple meanings. So, let me do it on this side for a second. I'm abandoning the head after I've hurt him and I know I have an opportunity. I slide down the arm. Notice where my head goes. I'm going where I can't get hurt by the other hand. I'm here. Here's my double position, and I drag him through. Just like that. Okay? So let's do all that again. Boom, right in there. Boom, taking it here. Boom, there's my elbow shot. Here's my arm drag. Now, I'm going to go into the bookend position. From right here, I'm going to come right across. I can do this as a strike, or I can do this under the nose. I like to step in with Naihanchi stance, or Kibadachi right behind his leg, which makes it very easy to take him down. Okay? From there, I could use the down strike and turn him over and continue from there. Good strike. I mean, I know this kick is not in the kata, but we got to realize, hey, common sense didn't leave this. Okay? When I have an opportunity, I can use that. Could I go on the ground with him? I certainly could. Come on up, Glenn. Here. Break. What I did there at the end is I did a kneeling arm bar, so I had him pulled around with that low strike, okay? Now, we think about our review here. Simple parry. We've got during timing, okay? We're coming into yoi, working them off balance, stripping if necessary, like the chambering position, to our elbow strike that's in the kata, okay? Work that a couple times. Into the double position, which is our arm drag, and right into the bookend throw, along with the stance to take them down. Now, sometimes one of my students, 6'3", He's tough. If you go for the strike on the bookend throw, he just laughs sometimes. Going under the nose works great, but if he's a lot taller than you, you may not be able to do that. So you may need to abandon and go to something else. Let me show you what I mean. Tighten up your belt there, sir, so we don't trip on it. All right, so let's say I've worked those elbows. I've gotten my arm drag. All right, I'm gonna move you forward just a little bit. All right, and I come in and I'm giving my shot. And nothing, I hit him hard, bam! And let's say he's tall enough that the nose is just not ergonomically correct, I guess is a good way to put it. It's just not in a good relationship. I can abandon and go to that low strike, all right? So I can just slide right here. Here's that low strike. I'm in a deep kibadachi, so I'm cutting behind his leg. At the same time, I press here and extend. That takes him down. I have a nice leg right now. We can go a little deeper, all right? So we have this position in the Hanji. There's throws from that. Here's a really low level throw with that. So I come in here again, bam, it's not working. I duck in. I'm just gonna come here. And away we go again, okay? There are some points I'd like to make about these sequences. First off, there's a lot more sequences to come. So we're going to be pulling from that Kata Bunkai and putting those sequences together. You're going to naturally find that some of the skills in those sequences feel better to you compared to others. So when we get to our self-defense and our sparring drills later on, you want to stick with the ones that feel best to you. These are kind of a building blocks approach. You can substitute one clinch for another and one takedown for another. They achieve the same goals when we're thinking about the 3 goals of combat. So that is the key. We want to meet those goals and you want to go with what feels best to you. Another important point for me to make is the bunkai that I'm showing you here, only some of it comes from my prior teachers. Most of it comes from really detective work on my part and our testing process to see what really worked and what would work well against MMA type skills. One of the key things that we kept in mind as we did that is that the skill sets that you're going to see depend mostly upon gross motor motion. This is very important because fine motor motion, where you need dexterity and good timing, break down as you get adrenaline surges in high stress situations. So you're going to find over time as you begin to test yourself on these and put yourself in more difficult self-defense and sparring situations that they're going to be easier to maintain and use than maybe some of the other techniques you may know at this time. Please help us continue to bring you some great videos by subscribing to our channel and sharing our videos.